What if this was just the whole stream tonight? Does that count as an ASMR stream? The little waterly giblet noises my mount makes sounds relaxing. Okay, let's turn this off. Ready to go. I think we'll do a little more main story questing tonight. But first, a little gambling. Wait, there was one thing I wanted to check out. Somebody said you can set multiple etherite points now? Yes, register favorite, register free. What does that mean? Does that mean if I go to the gold saucer, can I set that as my free? Always take me there for free? I hope that hasn't always been in the game, because I've never noticed that before. Register free destination. You must be using a security token. Oh. Oh, I don't know what that is. Must be something later in the game that I get. Interessante. Well then. Oh, I'll take a second place. I'll take a first place even more. Oh yeah, it's my night. Come on, give me another one. Shit. Second place? Hell yes. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. I don't need to do any gates. My big lottery ticket's not done yet. Alright, let's go do our main story quest. I have no memory of what was going on. A bunch of refugees from Doma, I want to say was the name of their home state, are settling into our Scion headquarters. Oh my god, look at all this shit. Is this all side quest shit? Oh my god, there's so much of it. Oh, it's such a shame no one is lurking right now. Otherwise I could acknowledge them, but nobody's lurking, so... How the fuck? Where am I going? Where am I going? Somewhere in this clusterfuck is my main story quest. Really. This? What is all this? Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna after I get to 2.5, once we get to Heaven's Sword, we're just gonna have like a huge ass stream of all these side quests, which apparently are all unlock new content stuff. Plainly, should the worst come to pass, and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that the eventuality of the inevitable, yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Oh, I forgot. They think that Bahamut is being summoned again. That's right. Alright, we're going to see Step on Me Mommy Merlwib. Oh, that's the wrong way. That is also the wrong way. Jesus Christ. You can tell I don't hang out in Limsa very much. There's a lot of sex going on here, and while I'm horny as hell, it freaks me out when other people are doing it around me. You are expected. Pray, take this lift to the command room. Take me to Mommy Milky. What's up, Merwib? See you got the girls on the shelf and ready to go. Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Wait, it was Leviathan that they were talking about that had been summoned. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanaland to supplement their cachet. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Basically, we're worthless without you. Gives the player agency, you understand. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reason for doing so? I do, Admiral. But I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will stay only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precaution must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. Hot. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Bani, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. I read that so well. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Flockbrida has changed as charge of the garrison. Flockbrida. Who the fuck is naming these people? Oh wait, flying mounts. I keep forgetting that despite literally just having gotten off a flying mount. Ooh, it is foggy as fuck out today. Hello? Who wants to talk to me? Does this place have an upstairs that I don't know about? Yes, it does. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Oh, I can't wait. I've only ever seen the, savage extreme version of the Leviathan fight, and it is fucking insane. I don't even know what's happening, so I'm hoping the normal version is not that bad. This is... What I have on is better. Take the money. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, I once spawned there myself in my early teens. The Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into the enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this junction. You got nothing to worry about. I'm a healer. I don't even need your fucking potions. I can bring them back to life. You see this? You see this right here? It's called Raise. Resurrect a target. Oh yay, we got my flying bunny. Oh shit, there'll be a whole bunch of battles going on. Oh, fates. Somebody's doing fates. Oh, it's down here somewhere. Hello? What am I looking for? Use the Maelstrom Restorative on the wounded Storm Private. Has anybody seen my wounded privates? I mean, at this point, their prides are certainly wounded. There you are, you wounded private. Let me massage you back to victory. Help somebody. Of all the times to forget the restorative. Here you go, dude. Or dudette? I'm not really sure. You're hunched over. Your breasticles are obscured from me. Ah, dude. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to the camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg of you. So what I'm hearing is that you abandoned your friends, and then you did jack shit to get back. Alright, where am I going? Saving your friends. Where are your friends? Oh my god, I'm so colorblind. Must we put orange on top of tan? Must we? Can I fly there? Oh my god, hell yes. Oh wait, I probably can't go that high. Oh, yes I can. I'm gonna land on your rooftop and then infiltrate you through your ductwork system. Instantly I'm being attacked. Fabulous. Alright, hold on. I gotta get off my mount. It takes me a minute. I'm not the most graceful idiot. Alright, Gora, come here. Oh no! Oh my god, there's so many of them. How do you guys feel about a little holy action? Oh, I forgot I remapped where I have holy. It's a dumb idea, but I feel like in the long run this is going to be a better place for it. Just the best spell there is. Blinding your retinas with each attack. I do a lot of corpse collecting in this game. If only I could arrive 5 minutes earlier everywhere we go. Alright, I rescued a loser, and here's some bodies. What are you going to do with them? Can I watch? You returned, thanked the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? O ye of little faith, I saved the goddamn world. Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remained unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. Oh, I'm sure they're fine. They're at Bergdorf's, shopping the designer section. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Are we going to battle already? Alright, hold on. Fending, slaying, aiming. See, now this is most good, but it's not the stats that... You know what, I'll take this one and I'll see what it says. None of these are really healing stats. Yeah, see, it's not really better for me. That's okay, though. Oh god, I didn't mean to click on you. No, no one cares, I'm sorry. The Gift of Eternity. Alright. Whoa, she is most angry / excited / swatting a bee out of her face. Thrice damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Fish don't have souls. Silly rabbit. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahajin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahajin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. Tighten my spawning grounds. A frontal assault. Full frontal my Titus... Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm over it. A frontal assault is likely to be met with fierce resistance. We must sneak in the back of their spawning grounds. Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast. Alright, I don't even have to try at this point. At key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to locate their G-spot and take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahajin priests presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. We're just here to kill the priests. You know what, Merlewib? I highly approve of this plan. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahajin legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish from attacking foes. Let the foreign levies spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall be smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahajin defensive efforts. Bani and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without... Good Lord, should be able to win through without donning unwarranted attention. Should I put on my battle bikini? Is it time for my battle bikini? Thancred and Yagiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahajin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Bani. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as we agreed. Hey, Razor. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! Wait, I gotta get on my healing thong. When last did we fight side by side, Bani? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. I'm pretty sure we've never fought side by side, because every time we find a fucking primal, you guys peace out and leave it to me. Hey, Turbo. Alright, hold on. This sounds intense. Let's get my battle thong on. Oh, I can't do that here. I keep forgetting I can only do that when you're at like a safe place. That sucks. My sweater will have to be my thong. Fuck you, enemies. Oh, I am just... Oh, I need to fight here, though. Alright, never mind. Landing. We're landing. Goat Raw. Well, that went swimmingly. Alright, what are we doing? Come on, Ra. Ooh, take that bastard out. Alright, that's much faster than using my holy, even though it's a lot prettier to blind everyone. Oh shit, I keep... Moving one of my skills was not a smart idea. I gotta relearn my muscle memory. Going. You want a piece of me? You want a piece of the Bani and the Ra? Actually, Ra, do you have anything to level up with? Oh, you've got 8 skill points. Increase companion strength. Hell yes. You're a thick daddy now, Ra. Uh-oh. Y'shtola, I see you're sleeping on the job as always. Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come to the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on. Press on. God, my English is flawless. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Your arm's off. No, it isn't. I'm so overdressed for battle, I feel ashamed. Look at, even the enemies are wearing fish thongs.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Look out, Y'shtola! Oh, Thancred, finally being useful.
Did I miss much?
Alright, well, we knew Yagiri was a badass. Look at her. Ooh.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Thancred, I don't know how I feel about your voice being like a prince from a Disney movie. You're like that smug bastard from Shrek 2. Maximum effort. Ooh, Yagiri like. Wow, these fight scenes have 10 times the production budget of the Matrix 4.
To the Aetheryte.
He's how everyone imagined Jaime Lannister sounding before he was made perfect by the show. Lannister, that's a Game of Thrones thing, right? Fame of groans. It's gonna be a good old-fashioned fish orgy. Get out the krill oil. Oh, shit. Who brought guns to a stick fight?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Oh, Merwib.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
This is the game developers being like, we realized we fucked up real bad rushing a Realm Reborn out the door, so now we're gonna like start developing actual characters and putting money into our cutscenes. You're welcome.
Long have you shriveled Swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end!
I'm sick of my low poly textures being made fun
You
of.
shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Minfilian and I share
I
migraines.
know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Ah, yes, the classic long-range shotgun. She just straight up assassinated that bitch. We were here to kill the priests. I remember that now. The fuck was that?
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal! O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance.
Do what you will with my flesh.
I beseech you, come forth!
Or 5 times, whatever.
Die, damn you!
She's up on a cliff like 200 feet away, Razor. Would it still reach then?
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Oh my god, it's you, Yevon. I thought we killed you in Final Fantasy X.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Never trust anyone who promises anything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a nap.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless...
He's looking for a mate to breed.
God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught I've seen in nature. It's like 100 Black Fridays at a Walmart all at once. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the 7 hells are we to prevent it? Giant sand walls. I like how at the dramatic ending line, her face did not change whatsoever. Well, she's a stoic bitch. You can't show emotions. That's a sign of weakness. in the heart of the whirl. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. Of that you may be sure, but Limlaen herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood out of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Legs spread. Alright. I'll meet you in Limsa, the most depraved ERP that exists in all of the servers. Oh my god, everybody look away. People are dry humping and shit. Now I understand why it's Lominsa. It's because Merlwyb is here. I get it. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Gonna set the world on fire.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood.
Much like Limsa Lominsa.
Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
Did you see those
If that
pecs?
sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa.
Possibly.
That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
If only we had already stopped 3 primals, plus a giant machine that sucked up those 3 primals.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I gotta go watch some shitty dreams. Alright, Razor. Have a good night. Thanks for popping by.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
Well, you might want to teach your infantry not to just fuck each other on the boat. That might be the problem.
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Oh my god, you guys, I got it. Let's invite him to a tea in the middle of the desert. Right? Right? Come on, you know. Alright, this is why I don't make the plans.
Admiral, if I may.
Oh my god, I love your voice.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
Alright, dude, I'm not even gonna attempt to say your name, but that's literally what we were all just saying.
This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
I got it, everyone. Let's all throw our plastic into the ocean and poison it. That'll destroy him.
If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
I have no idea. That was weeks ago.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It is arcanist. Alright, good.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg
YouTube
for specifications
beauty
of
gurus
this
would beg to
device from your
differ.
friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
You're right. A double P.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned...
He was shocked to be complimented.
The device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
You got that, Bani? You're gonna be our towing vessel. Get ready for the DP.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Well, this dude's dead.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
By at once, I mean at least 3 weeks. What, are we flirting? What is happening? He is checking me the fuck
And then
out.
there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
I'm gonna go find out why he keeps looking at me. If he went to the men's room after this, I know I'm supposed to meet him in there. That's how gay sex works. Eye contact and then immediately to the men's room. Oh, Yagiri is my leader. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand what the Garleans fear them so. Come quick, my wife's water broke. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the companies of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went out about it. If this man is out of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony can yield us a manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessels will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Bani, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you are looking for is believed to be resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenorsia. The Storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. Make your journey prove fruitful. May your journey prove fruitful. Alright, where are we going? Where is my latest? Oh, it is split right between these. Oh man, I don't know, the glove just doesn't do it for me. I like my sparkly crystals from my bunny rabbit. Now look here, y'all are your bloody story. Right after you carry those sacks of grain over the mill. Oh my god, it's this guy. He did this before with Titan. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled the millstone over to the mill, and also before... Oh my god. Ugh, he's competing with me in the category of best underwear. Gods, man. I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days. And do you hear me complaining? You little shit, I see you smirking. Bah, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright. I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tractum ain't a generous soul. Now, pick your ears, 'cause I wouldn't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only as too much epicness a man can take in one sitting, ye ken? The tale of Toctum's epic victory over the dead primal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan, huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me member long. Oh, good lord! And that's no mean feat, let me tell ya. I didn't realize this game would reference penis length. No wonder I like it so much. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a long lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty act out of me hands on that stage. 'Cause that proved to be grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for meself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic, mayhap too modest. But there's some as say ye can never truly beat Leviathan. That you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. It's you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. Except for my long schlong, that part was totes true. I was never part of the company of heroes. I was no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggot you find worming in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to trouble them, and that don't happen much. Me member's tiny. It's pathetic. Oh my god. This is fantastic. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with my own eyes. Hold on, this voice is killing Bani's throat. Alright, sorry. I need some refreshing water. 'Twas a fair few years back when I was work as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some miles off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. It was so bloody scared, I soiled myself right there and then with my tiny member. What? Oh gods, just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. Alright dude, you're fucking gross. Unless I'm paying for it, I don't want to smell it. Hey, wait, if you're here asking about Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He truly is terrible, dreadful, I tell ya. If you're not careful, you'll end up his gullet at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lying whoreson. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. Bani, this is Minphilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviathan, I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morbi dry docks. Pray, make your way here as soon as you are able. You piece of shit. Alright. Morbi dry docks. Oh, this is like right here. My mistake. Dude, earlier when you were giving me the sidelong glances and I was giving you the flirty eye, was I supposed to meet you in the bathroom? I'm told you jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of the recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whorleater. The Whorleater? Sure, let's go with that. I call her is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to attempt fate. The Whorleater and her crew, stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall here bear you to Leviathan. I'm doing it. Can I change clothes here, or is this a town? No, this isn't a town. Alright. Lord of the Whirl. It's like Lord of the Dance, but gayer. Ah, I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whorleater may not be petty, but I assure you she's capable. Why can I not? Like, my reading is normally bad, but it is super bad tonight. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimeli are calling an elemental converter. Assuming that thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over the water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. I sure hope one of the DPS does it, because I am going to do shit but heal in DPS. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Y'shtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would join the Third Levy and Lady Yagiri the Fifth. But what words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go wearily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Bani. May the crystal bless and keep you. Nanu. Oh man, it's time for the Whorleater. Another hard trial. Great. Just what I always wanted. You know what? We're going back to town. We gotta put on my battle thong. If we're going into a trial, I can't go in fully clothed. Wait, this isn't what I want. Boom. Excellent. Well worth the money I spent to get back here just so I could do that. Where were we all standing that I've now... Oh, there it is. Let's see what these dudes have to say before I go into battle. In order to build the Whorleater, we had to decommission 2 perfectly serviceable galleons. Suffice it to say, their captains weren't very pleased with the notion, but when I offered them the chance to keep their ships and face Leviathan in our stead, they magnanimously withdrew their complaints. We must all make sacrifices for the greater good, they said. I bet they did. It will require no small amount of helmsmanship to tow the Whorleater. I dare say delivering you safely to Leviathan will be a battle in and of itself. To complete the twin vessels in such short time and with limited materials, the people of Naldik and Vimeli have won an admirer in me. When First Master Inazia proposed the twin vessel, I must confess that I had my doubts. Only now that the Whorleater is complete do I see the elegance of this solution. Would that we had armed ourselves with more knowledge beforehand. Well, it cannot now be helped. I take comfort in the fact that you have faced worse odds in the past and have ever prevailed. You will not so again, if that I have no doubt. You sure? 'Cause it says it's hard. Oh, I must have something else selected. Do it. Oh good, not even a chance for me to settle in, just right into battle. Great. I hope I get put with a bunch of people that know what they're doing. Now that's a thick Whorleater if I've ever seen one. Oh shit, he's got water shields. Wait, I'm not in my underwear. I'm in a very fitting swimsuit for this water fight. Ooh, he's got a jiggly neck beard. I'ma tickle that with the feathers on the end of my healing staff. It does hit tail with ranged and head with something. Also, I'm notoriously bad at timing the shield. Someone else please do it. Oh god, we're screwed. It looks like everybody's at least done it before, though. Someone gonna hit him? I'm scared. I typed in there that I was scared and it's my first time. I'm just gonna stand wherever they're standing. Oh god. Oh, that's lovely. I keep forgetting to move my enemy list from behind my party list. Oh, Jesus. Again, I'm just standing where the other people are standing. Hey, Mimu. I'm freaking out. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I have no idea what happened. Yeah, Toad's dead. I don't know what happened. Are they gonna explain? No? Okay. Hopefully that wasn't something that I was supposed to do, because I have no idea. You gotta turn out in the middle. Do I personally have to do it? Or any one of us could have done it? this the switch over here? I have no idea. Okay, so just any one of us could have turned that on, but we didn't. Oh god. Oh no, the music's getting intense. Oh my god, was that it? Woo, holy shit. Thank god Mimu was here to save the day. I don't like this going into stuff without knowing how to do it thing. I don't know if I'm going to be okay with that. Oh man, everybody peaced out. Hey, I got 1 player commendation. Nice. Alright. Now what are we doing? I'm trying to be a big boy Mimu and do stuff without watching tutorials. I did good. I made it through the end of 2.0 and all the way up to here. I figured I'll never actually get good unless I start just trying without preparing. It's tough, but I believe in you. Yeah. I believe in me too. Don't tell anyone. It'll ruin my whole appeal.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed.
Prep is
That
good
we
though for
still
those
strive
strats.
now, we owe in no small part to
It's
you.
true. I would never do like hard, like savage content or anything. I would never do that, period, but I would never go into that without watching tutorials on that. But I have had a couple times on new content where it was a bunch of new players that didn't know how to do it, and it was fun to figure it out. Like it was the first time.
Not for the first time. You have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
There are so many
On
new
behalf
players
of
right
my
now.
people,
It's crazy.
I give you my humblest thanks.
I went into Hawk Manor, and everybody was new, and I was like, holy shit, this is the first time ever that I've had to be the tank. I mean, I was playing healer, but the tank had no idea like how to go anywhere or what to do, and I couldn't really remember because I'm lazy as shit, and I just follow wherever the tank goes. So about 10 minutes into us wandering, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to step up and be like, we gotta go over here, because I vaguely remember that.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated.
What number character is this? I know you've restarted a few times. Oh gosh, I've lost count over the years. I believe this is my 4th character. But really, my first one, I didn't really ever do any dungeons because I was too scared. But my Japanese server character, I haven't touched in a couple years, and I believe they're like level 20. My European server character is all the way up until like the Praedium, essentially. I have them, they just beat Garuda is where they left off there. And now this is my US based character, and we're right here. So this is my furthest one. Each time I got a little further and a little less afraid.
This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight.
Is this a face reveal? Are you going to show us your beauty?
Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just throat deep in a
Naught
whore.
escapes your searching eye, Admiral.
I know your eye, Thancred.
Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
All right, Yagiri, I'm just going to stop this conversation right here. He's a playa. A playa. Not an ER, with an A. You don't know what diseases he's carrying down there. Calm down, girl.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Fornication not being one of them.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
I'm shocked, I tell you.
You stole her! You jest, of course.
Totally.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
And if none of that had happened, maybe he wouldn't have been possessed, and we wouldn't have had to beat the shit out of him.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not.
Yeah, that's true. When she got turned down by Ul'dah to let her people come live there, why didn't we just go to one of the other city-states and ask them? Is Merwib going to be like, your peeps can live here?
Better than to furnish your people with a new home.
I am the will of the universe.
Alas,
You
bound by
identify me
instability as we are, our nation is in no
Banasteriopsis.
fit state to take you in.
Hey, Brian, thanks for the raid.
Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time
Grant
as we
freedom to
can
the
warn,
soul
I pledge to
bound by
send provisions.
flesh.
Wow, those alerts are loud. Hey, Brian, how was your stream? Thank you very much for the 31 months, dude. Let's see. I know it's something Titanic related. There you are, you beautiful bastard. Thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate it. Your stream was fun. What were you playing? Does it tell me? I don't think my thing is set up to tell me what you guys are playing. Wait, you have been playing, oh shit. My brain's never gonna remember. It was like a game that came out and famously bankrupt an entire state of Rhode Island. And they got sued over it, and then they remastered it recently. Oh, you started Mass Effect Legendary. Nice. I want to play that too eventually. But, Kingdoms of Amalur, that's it. I've been lurking in a few of those, or watching the VODs late at night. Have you been enjoying that? I've only caught little bits of it.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private?
It has a lot of fun bad in it, and the gameplay is pretty solid and fun. Oh, that's good.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
Alright, Mimu. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you for getting me through the Leviathan fight.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence.
I'm under kitty attack. Both of my cats are on the keyboard and in front of the screen. What do you want? I can't imagine it's dinner time yet. You've got like an hour. Shove off.
Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
We shall invite them all to Limsa. They may join the orgy that takes place nightly in our Aetherite.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That
was a cat, not me. Ozai, get out of
As
here.
must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost.
Time for the women to rise up.
To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to remove my wool coat, which is against my bare breasts, and towel dry myself. Alright, are we still in battle, or should I put my clothes back on? I'm gonna put my clothes back on. We don't appear to need my battle thong at the moment. Alright, dude, what's up? The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yagiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier from smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Hyrian man? I think that's humans in this game. Hyrian? And Hyrian over there, and present to him the letter. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you would be introduced abide in the shadows of Lominsan's society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably weary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far in their confidence. You're gonna need to be hazed. Have you ever carried a cherry between your butt cheeks and dropped it in a beer bug? You could most work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But there is the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Nitro, what's up? B-dubs coming out of the lurk. Ziller. What were the three of you naughty minxes doing together? You can't hide it from me. Oh wait, it's movie night. What movie were you guys watching? How the fuck do I get here? Wait, no. I should be right here. Why am I not on the map? I'm lost. I'm lost. Hello, everyone. Yes, Turbo and I have been chilling. Brian just raided us. Razor was popping by for a bit. The infamous Mimu, my first sub ever. She dropped by and laid some wisdom on me on how to beat Leviathan. It was a beautiful evening. Oh, thank you for shouting out, Brian, B-dubs. And Mimu. I don't think Mimu streams, but she does make fantastic animal ears and tails and stuff, and you can buy that shit from her. Got business with me, venturer. I do. I have a letter for you. Somebody promised a hazing to me. So, you're the man the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred. Woohoo, I bet you were. Been a while since I saw his shit-eating grin. But what with all the doe-eyed wenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. Jealous much? You know you want a piece of that ass. And you must be the Far Easterner what Merwib says wants to train with us. Welcome to Lominsa, m'lady. I am Yagiri of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when first I learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Lims is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business than we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to those purposes, I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in the seven hells are you waiting for? If you come with us, Yagiri of Do-What's-It, we can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? No, it came out like pure Midwestern douchebag. Master Bani, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. May you fondle them gently. You have been a true friend to us Domans. No word would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. Fuck that. I'm a healer, baby. And sometimes I dabble in summoning. Ooh, a weapon coffer. What level, pray tell, is this weapon coffer? A level 90 weapon coffer? Holy shit. I will cherish that for the next 4 expansions until I reach level 90, I guess. Weird. I wonder why that dropped. Oh, it's this shitbag. It's this shitbag Nitro. Alright, do I want any of these earrings? Not really. I'll take the money. Oh, I just get all this no matter what, maybe? Much and more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the Gallen's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you overlong. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require any escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light. Bye-sies. I don't really think I have anything to do. We slayed Leviathan. We found a new home for your people. Are we still worried about Bahamut being resummoned? Whoa, that scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting a giant metallic chicken to come firing out of that door.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me.
Will there be snacks?
When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing.
It was you, Yevon.
When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion.
Wait, I wonder if the Ascians are somehow using an echo of their own in order to possess people? Like La Habrea getting all lubed up inside of Thancred?
And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable.
We spanked him good.
As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan.
Look at this incredibly fancy camera composition. I know I want to stare at a melting pear candle on a table while I listen to a conversation.
And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
I remember that, B-dubs. Urianger, I didn't know you could run.
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Oh my god, Urianger, what is that musk coming off of you? It's wonderful.
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
They are none the worse for wear.
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
I'll take some strawberry preserves. Jam.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
I move that you suck me. It is when you haven't had it in 7 months, B-dubs. When you're sucking the sugar coating off of Advil just to get a fix, it matters. It's great.
It is done, my lord.
Wow, this guy is an actual shitbag. I wasn't just blowing that up about his character.
Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Oh, did you see that shit-eating Nitro grin? What's this bastard up to? What's this bitch up to? Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. Urianger will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. My underwire is stuck in my boob. Could you help me get it out? It concerns etheric fluctuations, which we have previously attributed to good King Mughal the 12th. The king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well in the 12's wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Ashelia. I did not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. Mummy? What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ul'dah this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them to the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the 7th heaven, awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Ashelia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread, and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Hey, Susie. Bani, can you get closer to the magic staff on the wall? I can after this. That is, Alfino and Alize's grandfather's staff, Louis Soir. Oh my god, the bruises from Underwire is no joke, right? It's a bitch. It cuts into mine all the time. Specifically if you can't afford to buy a new bra, so you have to keep using the old one, and it just keeps digging into your titty, and then you get a lump, and you think it's breast cancer, and I swear none of this happened to me. I'm just making this up. Alright, I gotta take a break if for no other reason than... for some reason, however I'm sitting is yanking my underwear to the back of me, and I'm pretty sure one of my testicles is inside of me now. So I gotta stand up for a minute. I'm sorry. That's probably way too much information that you didn't need. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Oh, B-dubs, that would be amazing. One of the streamers I watch has that thing that randomly chooses a clip. That's dangerous. I don't think anybody should have that. That's a dangerous thing to have. Alright, it was a good break. I got to feed the kitties, even though it's early, so they've been screaming at me for like the last hour, so I gave them dry food. Joke's on you, now you're gonna get a UTI. Wait a minute, then I have to pay the vet bills. God damn it. Alright, I also got a fresh bottle of water. Alright, where are we going? I got caught up in my balls and I wasn't sure what was happening anymore. I need to go outside. I shared pictures of Snowbee begging for James's dinner from your Discord. Nice. I'll have to check that out later. I will enjoy those anon. Boop. Where exactly is this? Is it outside? Oh, the wall. Sorry. Thank you, Susie. I don't know if Nitro's still here, but I totally forgot about looking at that staff. We checked it out together, Nitro, a long time ago, and that's when I realized that it was Louis Sua's staff from the opening cutscene for A Realm Reborn. Oh wait, I can go first person mode. Look at that shit. Ooh. That doing it for you, Nitro? Huh? You like that? I mean, if that's not good enough, we could G-pose it. Oh yeah. Look at that shit. We could put some filters on it. Ooh, is that getting you hot, Nitro? Maybe a little bit of this. Maybe some polka dots. Yeah, hot. All right. I don't know how to get out of this. It kind of reminds me of the sword and Lord of the Rings when it was all broken on display. Oh, I don't remember that because I can't watch Lord of the Rings without instantly falling asleep. Alright, now I gotta figure out... Oh, I'm still in first person mode. I'm really worried about that little shitbag Nitro. I should stop referring to that. The little Lalafell dude. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna hurt one of my friends? I hope it's Thancred. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 12 be praised, it is you. We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task, and we'll see it done. All right. Pray, calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one what you took. What God took? I don't know what that said. They said there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Naught as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and then it came to me. Revenant's Toll. You're a lying sack of shit. You're working for that little tiny Lalafell piece of shit, and you guys are trying to infiltrate our ranks. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, they had a pedigree and background in cunnilingus, and so I felt obliged. That decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that this is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who had been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request, unless you can whip it out and prove me you're hung like a horse. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning back on us. If I might have a word. Tataru, you drunken whore. Is aught amiss? Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alfino has been wounded. No. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady. We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, can be provided. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Yeah, now I want to help you, bitch. Find Alfino and quickly. If he is in danger, or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. I'll grab his butt cheek anon. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we are discussing earlier. Ida and Papalimo will see to it. Alfino is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Bani. I'll teleport there post-haste. Can I borrow $50? Actually, it's going to cost me $242. Can I borrow that? I love that every time I pop out a cutscene, Goat Rust just standing there, keeping guard over me. Actually, it's Gil, so that's only like $2.42 in USD. It's like 5 Canadian. Yeah, probably. Oh, yes, it is. And that's a funny haha joke. And you don't need to donate $5. If you were even considering that as a joke, don't. I laugh when I'm working, so I think you're talking about the people you named all the characters after.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
Well, I did come. Now that we've covered that, let's move on.
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
And I'm thoroughly aroused by it. Shall we get a room at this inn?
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
I think every Lalafell is a little shitbag. Is that the lore that I'm learning now?
What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have
His
no wealth,
face.
no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
Oh my god, you guys. I'm totally not turning tricks anymore. My ass is killing me from that last John.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
I barely made it out with these nipple clamps.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Lorito is a diminutive of Loro, which means parrot. Totally. He's an evil parrot. That's what we'll call him from now on. Iago. His name is Iago. Perfect. Ooh, these earrings are kind of cute. Can I try these on? Alfino, you shouldn't have. Flirting with me, buying me gifts. Ooh, and these ones are even good for healing. Item comparison. Worse vitality, worse mind. Alright, they're not better, but they're cute. Does he have a maniacal laugh? I can't remember if we've heard him laugh maniacally yet. He's more of a silent smirk, but I don't remember. Maybe we have. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultana. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Reborn has to say about the matter. And we're off. If you're going to give me earrings, I will follow you wherever you go. Oh, shit. Never mind. I actually really want to see the earrings that I'm wearing. But I think I glamored them to be invisible. Can I remove that? Shit, I'll have to check that later, because they look kind of cool in the picture. Reborn, dude, you're like the general of the army. You just hanging out here all day? Now is not a good time, Bani. My hands are full dealing with this cuck. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Oh, sometimes I love me. Alfino, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgians? I don't know what that is. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalin. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnable elusive. I can well imagine. Given that the majority of the refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my last little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher knives or pitchforks, but with material weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the Ildar's citizenry and the refugees' population have increased since the Domans were turned away, but would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single guild to spend? Who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to that point. Very well. My point, General, is that this power keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. Welcome back, B-dubs. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. Oh, Snowby's digging in the garbage. That naughty kitty. Give it a spanking. Then the general is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they have face harsh criticism in days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Bani. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Ooh, Alfino gonna charm his way into some refugees' hearts. Oh, where am I going? You look as though you have something to say, Bani, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the brass blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be related to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the blades posted there. I will do that. Oh, didn't mean to move my map. Didn't mean to click on Goat Raw, but as long as we're here. Hello, buddy. Oh, please be my rabbit. Nope, it's Goat Raw, just as good. Leofric, my old friend. How's it hangin'? A friend of the Sultana, are we? I take it means someone has read my reports. The refugees who left with the merchants have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. Damn that Zazawaka! You haven't the foggiest that I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He will explain everything. But what about Amelberga? And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. And you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like the merchants who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Interesting. Oh, there's a little tent in this cave. I don't think I've ever come back here. No, Ra, don't leave me. Come back. There you are, buddy. Have another Geishel Green. Yeah, you just snack on that like a good boy. Oh, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon. You're not a flame, I see. If Leofric bid you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under the phonetic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent, and you will understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt the merchant will lend the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. But I have the gift of echo. If I go touch him, do I get to relive all this bloodshed? Aw, dude, it's okay. Don't worry, buddy. What are you doing? Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Why didn't you run away from me? We couldn't escape together. Then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? All right, dude, I'll soothe you. Don't you worry. Here's a nice joint for you. Smoke that up. There you go. Who are you? What do you want? Oh my god, look at his disturbing baby face. That is the face of a 4-year-old on a grown man. It's true. I followed the merchant, and many of the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off to do our own. But When the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting, and then the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... oh, gods, and the other group, they're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll all be massacred like mine was. Oh, yeah, that's how unfortunate. Yeah, I'll take the money. You poor unfortunate souls, in need, in pain. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, boo-boo. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultana and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why? The twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody Cell's swords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to the merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that our gods would never suffer as to be defeated. Though, if they were forced to confront reality, that is, challenge the twins to combat, and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for man, mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. I would love to. Can I fly from in here? Oh, yes, it's the turtle. Yes. Yes. I wish every time I got off of this, my character stumbled around for a bit from dizziness. Uh-oh. I think that it's inside of some sort of cave. Is there a cave here? I need that turtle to clean off my driveway from the snow. And we didn't get nearly... I mean, the storm was really bad. I'm glad I didn't try and drive in it. When I drove home the next day, there were actually upside-down cars and semis, like, all along the highway. So, definitely a smart choice to stay home. But we only got, like, maybe 5 inches, which is a bummer. I love me a good 9 inches. That's a nice, like, perfect amount. In general, I would say. 7 hells, they found us. Everyone grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Sorry to disappoint ye, lad, but we're more than willing to kill your ourselves. Oh no! Bitch. Ooh, bring it on. Bring it on. I hope you weren't keeping those retinas for the rest of your life, 'cause they're blind now. Bitch. What else you got? Bring it on. You top out at 8 inches? Oh, no. It's not nearly enough snow. Wait, what were we talking about? Hello? Hello? Okay. It just took him quite a while to realize that he needed to talk to me. He's scared. He just watched me murder all his friends. You beat him like it was nothing. The Almighty, what are we going to do now? We're going to ride our Gotra. You returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I fucking murdered them all, dude, and you're next. I see. Well, you had no choice, I guess. Better that a handful of them taking a beating for you than the lot get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? Huh? But where else would he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. Oh, that's saucy minx. Who am I kidding? I've walked several kilometers in 2 feet of snow. God, we never get snow like that anymore. I don't think we've had multiple feet of snow since the 90s. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was awaiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to seize his mad quest. It would surely lead us to ruin. Pretty sure we're getting a foot over the next couple days. Yeah, I guess cumulatively, maybe, like, if it didn't melt over the course of a winter, we've had a couple feet. But generally, if we get a lot of snow, it's always melted in like 3 days. And then we have to wait for the next snowstorm. Such a bummer. Oh yeah, rocking my whale. But I remember when I was a kid in the 90s, like, it would snow 3 feet in like a couple days. In fact, I distinctly remember because when we were building our house when I was a kid, my uncle fell off of the roof. And the only reason he was totally fine. He fell into 3 feet of snow and just got up and didn't even tell anyone. And then we found like a body imprint in the snow and was like, what the fuck happened? Have you seen my parents? I'm pretty sure I just murdered them a minute ago. Oh, thank God. My mom had too many rules. They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with a man from Ul'dah. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. He also offered me candy and showed me his minivan. It was kind of weird. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry, and I got scared. Say, mister, are you looking for someone? I was just looking for some parents to kill. Do you have any recommendations? I'm looking for someone stirring up trouble, kid. The first year we moved here, we got 60 centimeters overnight, and Newfoundland got 90 centimeters that night. That's 23 and a half inches. Yeah, that's a lot in one night. I couldn't do 35 inches. I'd have to warm up quite a lot before I could take that on. You mean the man who left was with my parents? But I don't know where he... Wait, look, over there. I think that's him. Well now, which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim? Oh, God! Dum-de-dum, act casual. Not clearly a villain here. He's getting away. Go get him, mister. Oh my God, I'm gonna actually have to chase him? That would be awesome. Does this game have a chase feature? Oh, he's over here somewhere. Oh my god, I love flying even more now. Because I'm colorblind, I can never see the markers on my map. But when I'm flying, it puts an arrow on them when they're either below or above me, and I can see that. Hell yes. Flying is fantastic. You again. Why are you pursuing me? I love your hat. Can I, like, have that? Sedition, treason, revolution. That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees, the selfsame refugees who terrorized the streets of Ul'dah. Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. None whatsoever. I don't need it. No, no, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. Bitch. For sake of argument, let us say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a queekern's arse about politics. It was business, only business. Oh. Oh my god, is he gonna get sniped out while we're talking? We both know I am not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. Thump. He's gonna get thumped. Oh god, I saw that coming. Oh, thank goodness he doesn't have any blood in his body. What's all the commotion? Holy shitballs, did you murder this dude? 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. My eyes are fucking gorgeous. Ooh, my eyes are fucking gorgeous. Give me that snarl, Bani. Yes. Yes, queen. Hold, adventurer. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murder to the debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious you are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Oh, gee, thank you so much, because I was really worried that you were going to stop me. I'm debating how nice of a girlfriend I should be. Not at all. I forbade it. How big's your driveway? Yeah, if we're talking about inches, I gotta know how big the driveway is. This just keeps getting worse the longer I keep it going. I'm gonna snooch up this way. Yes. 2 car lengths. You go, girl. Murder? Damn it all to 7 hells. He was not simply murdered, Bani, he was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you will realize. Yes. Then I do realize. I'm just gonna take the money and run. Just put on a hairdryer, melt it away. Exactly. Revolution. The Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you returned. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries as well as the result of our own investigation. How does he know what my recent discoveries are when I haven't talked to anyone yet? Master Alfino has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray, proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Alright, who wants to go play some gambling games? Alright, I'm coming post-haste, I swear. Hi. Elfino, you adorable bastard. Excellent work, Bani. The information you brought us helped me persuade General Reborn to call this meeting. Mayhap now we can discuss matters openly and honestly. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna happen. We have been expecting you, sir. Please proceed inside. Don't mind if I do. Ooh. How does this item compare? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this is a better item. Hell yes.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Thank you, Commander Taylor Swift.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room.
I have hepatitis C. I thought you should all
The
know.
Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji.
But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
It's almost like he's being framed by Iago the Parrot.
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day.
That sounds like an excellent use of everyone's time and money.
Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement.
Ho-hos for everyone.
Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Allagan ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean Alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution.
What's wrong with orphanages? Well, when they're run by Umbrella, it's never good for the kids.
His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
My father's porn stash. He referred to it as Omega. It's buried there.
An Allagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nael Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
Okay, so this seems to be a reoccurring theme. So I take it the Allagans that they keep referring to that built all this technology to take down or harness the power of the primals is like a first people situation. Like they're an ancient, technologically advanced society that lived on this planet long ago, and then that society fell, and then we current day people arose and we're discovering all their old shit. And how are the Ascians connected to that? Were they part of the Allagan society?
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Carlians did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Except for I'm telling you about it right now, so it's no longer untold.
And the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
I'm here too.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Ul'dah.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
God, I just really wrapped up that scene with my thoughts. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they ever felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the dispute territories. You are, of course, the Scions best suited to this task, Sergeant Stereopsis. Do take a moment to visit the Adder's Nest and make inquiries at the earliest available opportunity. Begone. Well, this is no place for children. Oh, it's that crying bitch from outside.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's horrible, Bani. I dreamed my hair was clipping through my clothing. It was dreadful. You said you were looking for a man who left with my parents. You know this girl. Care to explain that, I just realized Alfino has rocket-powered heels. This is some amazing, like, Jeremy Scott shit we got going on here. So he visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course, but first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by the pillar over there. We require but a moment.
No, fuck you! I need my parents!
Okay, mister. I'll be waiting.
10 cents a minute, bitch.
I'll take her to Quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Garleans, an aether-starved primal, even dealing with an Ashian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources, and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Ooh, Alfino gonna lay down the law with Minfilia? Bani, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in Twelveswood has taken a turn for the worst. I will explain in detail once you arrive. I gotta go, dude. The Twelveswood. Then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I have received no reports of Ixal activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, Bani. You know as well as I that the appearance of primals takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the Attescendant that while I'm grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Dum 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 doo 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 doo. Dum dum dum. Oof! Eats it down the stairs. To the Sylph territory. Oh wait, we gotta go talk to Minfilia first. Oops. Oh, I can't wait to read more Sylph dialogue. It's just the best. Am I right?
This one thinks you're fucking crazy. This one likes walking ones.
Thancred? Quit flirting with Minfilia's mother, you goddamn whore. Oops, I didn't read that. Oh well. Clearly, the only injury Alfino suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you are ready to begin, I will summon them now. Hell yeah, go for it. Oh no, we're meeting with the robot lady. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. Yes, urgent, that's a word. To business, then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the primal Ramuh. I'm sorry. May have? Then is it not certain? The Elder Seatsir informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion.
Forgive me, Antecedent, but the fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda is not on Ramuh. Ramuh is reported to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs on their territory.
The abruptness of the development concerns me. Were we not keep a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. It was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did naught to prevent it? I told Papalymo. I suppose I could have reported this to Minfilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do to except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around in their territory. They nearly summoned Ramuh once right after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping through the forest.
And so long as Castrum Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I remain the observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like the Sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion, and quickened their efforts to summon their god.
I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for Primal's coming.
Indeed. One cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Bani, though your dealings with the Sylphs of little solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, oh good lord, this is killing my voice. Water break. Traveling through the forest and bopping him on the head. I wonder, might one who has treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron's deity? If Ramuh can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning.
A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can. Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramuh's presence. The Elder Seatsir has requested your personal involvement, Bani. Pray, report to Commander Hilyu at the Adder's Nest as soon as you be able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow scions will of course lend you whatever support you require, except for actually going into battle with you and fighting alongside you. Not a thing we do. Little bunny flew, hopping through the forest, picking up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Is that the song to which you refer? I have no idea. I've known that song my whole life. I don't even know why or where. Is it a nursery? It must be a nursery rhyme. It's not like a Dr. Seuss anything. It's not related to Peter Rabbit that I know of. Little bunny flew, hopping through the forest, picking up the field mice and bopping them on the head. There's more to that. I don't remember the next verse. Sergeant Stereopsis, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever cause for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, we would much rather that you deal with it and we just stay here and have high tea. I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The elder Seatsier, however, would speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our leader, our learned leader. Pray, make your way to Nofika's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the lotus stand. I would love to. Yes, sipping tea and laughing with sass. 'Tis the Bani way. I don't even know what's the tea. Let's have a kiki. I wanna have a kiki. Dive, work, turn. Let's have a kiki, motherfucker. I'm gonna get you. Hi, I'm here to meet with the robot lady you guys call your leader. She freaks me out, I'm not gonna lie.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome.
And I almost have an emotion.
Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty.
Workin', turnin', honey. Why is this lady here? She is the leader of this forest nation, and this is her, like, ready room? That's a Star Trek term. This is their, like, council hall, essentially.
I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature.
I almost had an emotion. It freaked me
The
out.
great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest.
Have you ever had a lobotomy? I swear I loved when I had mine.
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs, too, have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin.
In
Though
their
his
nether
exact
region.
whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
You got it. Head there and kick him in the nads. God, my eyelashes are luscious.
You have my thanks.
They couldn't even find a voice actor who was willing to read the dialogue of the sylphs, so they just made them mute.
Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest.
We're just downwind from the Keebler Elf
It
factory.
is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
That's a sylph. That's the race of people that they're talking about. And they talk very annoyingly, so I find it hilarious that they didn't voice act that character at all in that scene. They're like a hive mind species, so they all talk with the like, this one wants this, and this one wants that, and blah blah blah. And you are the walking ones. Sergeant Stereopsis, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the primal Ramuh himself, I can't read. An unenviable task, but one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. Good Lord, that was the most painful sentence of the night. And the award for most painful sentence of the night goes to Serpent Lieutenant number 2. I have been told that your fellow scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, that we might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I would ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. I went to frame some pictures, and then Mary Kondo's this shit, so my living room is an explosion of art and pictures. Lovely. Marie Kondo, she's the organization lady. I learned how to fold t-shirts from her so that I could fit them all in my new drawer. Sorry, extra thirsty tonight. Let's see. Are you better? Oh, you are significantly better. I will take you 2, possibly. Can I even wear any of this shit I've been collecting? No, it's still not better than what I have on. It's okay, I can sell it all later for money. Oh, are we literally going to talk to Ramuh and not fight him? I was told that a messenger would be sent as soon as your fellow scions finish their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. This one returns, and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching, and have wisely identified this precise location where the Touched Ones summon Lord Ramuh. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good man to his fellow scions? It would be this one's pleasure, Walking One. Please, please come with this one. I'm gonna need you to carry me. My legs are killing me. Where did you go? I don't want to level sync. I want to speak with Maxio. Oh, you're way the shit up there. I thought I was going to have to literally follow you. Well, the thing is, they all have names, which is weird. That they have like a proper formal name for themselves, but they still refer to themselves as this one and whatnot. Wise ones have ventured deep, deep within the Sylphlands. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. Got it. Touch everything I see. I understand. I hope when we finally land and I turn around after riding my flaming turtle through the forest, I've left just a wake of burning destruction behind me. This one is most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Ramuh, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones. And so this one must say farewell for now. Walking One will find wise ones not far from here, to the south. Go in safely, Walking One. Walking One needs to adjust his shit right now. Oh wait, I'm not Walking One, I'm Sitting One. Alright, let's go in here. Maybe we'll fight an enemy or two along the way. Hello, Violet Sylph. I'm gonna kill you. You seem to be possessed by the devil. Excuse me? Oh, I need to walk through this archway. My bad.
So, it's actually you. I am relieved. For a moment, I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. I swear, with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Y'shtola's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up.
That's quite enough, Papalimo.
My apologies, it's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I have finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I am pleased to say I have reached an indisputable conclusion, to wit, that Ramuh was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's aetherite. Come, Bani, the Lord of Levin awaits.
So many people want me to come in this game, God. We should make a supercut of all the coming. They are cute. I like the sylph design. There was a photographer in the 90s, I want to say, who would arrange live plants into fairies and take pictures of them. They remind me of those.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Oh, Ramuh. Such authority in your voice.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramuh, guardian of the children of the forest.
I don't like wearing pants, so I grew my beard real long like so my genitalia could fly free.
Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Speak up, boy, I can't hear you.
Redanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean,
Oh my God.
not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ramuh, sir. I know that we're in the middle of, like, heated negotiations, but can I please jiggle your beard mass?
Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man.
Come on, it's so poofy. I just want to jiggle it just a little bit.
Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born?
This is where you learn that it's not actually all beard, it's his nutsack, and it just kind of fused with his beard over time.
It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I've been too distracted by your scrotum beard. You're a sparkly queen. I give in, whatever you want.
Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
You want me to fight you, don't you? We were all having so much fun.
If thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
They shall perish into my beard.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
Do we never get to see his eyes?
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Oh man, Urianger's got a thing for Ramuh's beard. The striking tree hard is now accessible. Oh man, we're gonna make me do another trial. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Alright, let's do this trial. I hope Mimu shows up and tells me how to do it. Alright, remember, Bani, you have a powerful complete heal every 3 minutes. Maybe we should save that. was gonna say, is that the music going into this battle? Because it's pretty peppy. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Give it to me, queens. Ooh, this is some Lisa Gerrard shit. Hell yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Dead Can Dance to the stage. Here he is, Brendan Perry. Oh god. Okay. Oh, I forgot they're gonna start introducing like actual difficult mechanics. I don't know what this is, but I should probably be away from other people. God, this is intense. This is like the most shit I've ever had to pay attention to in a fight so far. Oh, I'm probably supposed to kill this thing that's attached to me. Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to stay away from it? I'm not sure. I can't seem to target it. Oh, there we go. Shit. Come on, he's almost dead. Oh my god, that was crazy. Oh my god. That was my party member. I was too panicked to even realize that, but hey, we did it, and I kept everyone alive. I mean, there's another healer helping, but that didn't go too bad. For me not realizing I was trying to kill my roommate.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Why were you trying to kill one of your fellow players? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Peace out, y'all. Oh my god, Oriange, are you here to tend to my
Thou
wounds?
hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
Hold me.
In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
But it's so much prettier here, and we're all alone, and your skirt is wafting so nicely in the wind. I don't know, I thought we could just maybe grab a bite to eat, have a glass of wine, see where the night took us. Damn. Well, I survived another trial. Oh, we gotta go all the way back there? Alright, never mind. I'm flying through the trees. Serpent Stereopsis, you have returned. Dare I ask how Ramuh received your visit? It went well. I tried to kill one of my other teammates. The people of both Gridania and Little Solus will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Serpent Stereopsis. The Elder Seedseer must be informed of your deeds at once. Ooh. You're too strong to die to such pathetic spells. Oh, God. I could see that probably would have been a really hard fight had we had a bunch of people who'd never done it before. At least we're getting lucky and I'm getting paired with teams of pros. The Elder Seedseers will wish to hear of your experience firsthand. Pray, return to Gridania and make directly for the Lotus Stand. The Conjurer at Nofika's altar will be expecting you. Fare you well, Sergeant Stereopsis. Kane Senna wishes to give you her robot hug. Welcome back, honored Scion. We who knew of your mission have been most anxious to see you return. The Elder Seedseer awaits you within. What's up, bitches? I took out Ramuh. What'd you guys do? Stand around in here and look at each other in silence?
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this.
May I ask something of you? Can you please say none the worse for where?
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
He was no match for my healing panties, that I wasn't even wearing now that I think of it.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without.
Take my darkness, Bani. Over there. Behind that tree.
It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all.
Come, suckle at my titty.
Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done.
Words are nice, but where's the dough, sweet cheeks?
Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return.
That's what I'm saying.
As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
I am looking to buy a house. Maybe you could line my pockets a little, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
I could go for a baguette with a little bit of butter on it. Thus ends another daunting mission, eh, Bani? I'd hope Lord Ramuh could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless, I can only admire the adroitness with which you responded to the Primal's sudden challenge. And it seems that Urianger, too, was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Bani? Shall we get back to the Rising Stones and ponder the lesson of the day? Shall we? Shall we go and ponder? Oh, I love a good pondering. How about you, B-dubs? Is that the larger size of the baguette? Yes, the extra large baguette is the baguette. The baguette. Begotten. I'm just here to check to see if Thancred has gotten into Memphilia's mom's pants yet. No? Okay. He's still working on that. Oh man, everywhere I've gone, I'm being put into instances. God, the servers must be super busy right now. Welcome back, Bani. Word of your monotonous encounter with Lord Ramuh precedes you. Yes, perfect. I would fain share news of mine own, but Urianger discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeating of the Lord of Levin, our learned... Oh god, I totally forgot about attempting at least the smallest amount of doing voices. Our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. I love assembling. We're like the Avengers. Why is there no clobber profession in this game? What is a clobber profession?
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
Let's. Everybody pull up a chair. I've had the place freshly furnished. Oh, wait a minute.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
Well, that's a shame.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior. Let us begin at what some might
I love
call
these
the
like...
end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
I love these parts where they're like, now we're going to talk to you, the player, directly. So we're going to have a nice black drop. Make sure you understand that this is for your benefit. Pay attention. I will not, and I won't remember or understand any of this.
In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
Ah, reincarnation. Okay. And that's how babies are born.
As the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Take me right here, Urianger.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
That's why we always plant corn wherever they die, and we get the most luscious sweet corn the following season.
Till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Which brings us on to the third group, The so-called immortals, they exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting. And in the claws of a Sahagin, no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth a distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them.
That's why we must recruit Dr. Strange to destroy it.
The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
Oh, Thancred, you can step into the void too?
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection,
then I will eat them. Nom 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 nom. Okay, that was cool. They know what they're doing. They're setting up Y'shtola as the badass she is.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
What if we put their soul into a chinchilla and keep it as a pet?
Far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Can't stand the talk, love to watch the walk. You talking about my ass?
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
Prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Meet me out back in 15. Oh my god, Nitro. Now all I want is a playable race of chinchillas in this game. Oh shit. We've gone full Kingdom Hearts. The Lord of Lovin is returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him. Ramuh, acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin all have now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. The limitless potential of man, Heidelin's servant, grows mightier by the day. Did you see his battle thong? What was with that shit? Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too infinite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet, even as it innervates the Arden empowers our master, all that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final Keyblade. No, whirl was referring to like a maelstrom, like a spinning whirlpool in water. It was for Leviathan. And that is the task to which you bend our every effort. This is La Habrea? Who is this bitch? Divine seeds, wherever wont to quicken in Eorzean fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and that one true God shall come again. Zodiark? Ooh, Zodiark has thighs for days. It's like Daredevil from the Netflix show. Seriously, did you guys watch Daredevil on Netflix? I only saw like a few episodes, but that man has the hottest thighs that I've ever seen, or whoever plays his fighting stunt double. Now the matter of Ramuh has, for the present, been put to rest. There is something I would show you, Bani. Oh, Minfilia, I barely even know you, but alright, whip him out. It is a letter of thanks, signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, in acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions, in particular, the names of all the defeated primals, Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mughal II, Leviathan, and now Ramuh. One of these things is not like the other. Needless to say, there is only one among our number to have faced them all. Pretty sure I fucking faced all of them without you. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel that they were meant for you above all others. You're damn right they were. Was there a check attached to this letter? I, too, must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Bani, and Eorzea is that much the safer for your presence. God, stroke my ego much? I love it. Go on more. Pray, do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own, and that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite all this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace, we owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and to the people you have won over to our cause. In so doing, our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of all the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of Little Solace, who wish naught of a conflict, of the Alamegans of the Domans who stand with us, determined to halt the dread march of the Empire. And then there are the many unsung individuals who have gathered here in Revenant's Toll, honest men and women who seek to employ their skills for the good of all. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is unequally equipped. Good lord, the reading, Bani, uniquely equipped to combat to the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians, and combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming, Antecedent. Oh, who is this? We don't know. Question marks. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Oh, Alfino. Why would we not recognize his voice? Why would that be question marks? Alfino, I take it the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dispatched. 'Tis to reports such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. Ah, I have a message for you, El Aman. You recall the refugee girl, the one whose parents were missing. They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Who? Why, Alfino, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Oh, I'm an evil bitch sometimes. It's fun. We have our fun here. Bani, you have been away from Revenant's Toll for some time now. I believe, might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side, for the moment, and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with this town. Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozan was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Nanu. If you want your sister courted, brother wet or cheese imported, just leave everything to me. Oh, is this little kid out here waiting for me? This is one of the Doman kids that we escorted across to Thanalin, if I do recall. If memory serves. Yes, it is. Alright, I think I'm going to stop here for tonight, though. It seems like a good stopping point. We beat Ramuh. About to start some more chill adventures. I have no idea how close we are to the end of 2.5. But we're probably getting there. Surely we're getting there by now. Oh my god, there's so many side quests we're gonna have to do. I'm actually really curious. You know what? I'm gonna Google Final Fantasy 14 2.4. Have we made it to 2.4 yet? I don't think so. No, we are... We're definitely in 2.3 though. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, let's go log out and turn off the music. Oh, I should check my armor, make sure I'm not destroyed it. What do we got, dude? Ooh, we're only in the mid-90s. That's not so bad. Nice. Oh, I'm so cute, curled up in the bed. Adorable. Alright, everybody, thank you for hanging out today, this afternoon. I'm having lots of fun. I know you guys probably we need to switch to another game. This weekend, I'm definitely going to play something else. I wanna keep playing Resident Evil 8, so I think either Sunday or Monday, which are my weekends, we will keep playing Resident Evil 8. But hopefully I'll stream this some more this week after work. Because I definitely want to get through all the 2 stuff and get to 3.0, which is Heaven's Sword. That's my goal. And then when we get there, then we'll take a break from Final Fantasy XIV for a bit. I'm glad that I'm like handling the new content okay and not having panic attacks. Like I'm barely getting anxious at all anymore, which is kind of freaking me out. Like I definitely got I think I got like a healthy level of nervous during the Ramuh fight, but I wasn't like blacking out from blood pressure or heart pounding or any of that shit. The storyline is about to get exciting. Yeah, I think by the time 2.5 is done, so it goes usually after 2.5 it jumps to the next expansion, so like 3.0, and then when we get to 3.5 it'll jump to 4.0, yada yada yada. So before we start 3.0, I want to take a break, and then like we'll just go really hard on Heaven's Sword when we finally get to that point. I'm glad you're handling it well. Yeah, I'm like weirdly proud of myself, but I also don't know what happened. Like I don't know why I suddenly got over the anxiety, and I'm kind of nervous it's going to come back, which is why I've been playing the game so much, because I'm like, just keep doing it as long as everything's okay. But it seems to be fine, so you know what, we're not going to fear the worst. Positive thinking. Anyways, I'm rambling because I live alone and there's no one to talk to me. You guys have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. I will try to be back tomorrow. I don't know. Streaming every day does tend to wear on me after a while, so maybe I'll take tomorrow off and come back Friday. But you know the drill. I will post in the Discord when I'm live, when and whenever that happens. Hey, Faye. Thanks for hanging out and lurking if you were. Have a good night. I will see you guys all around. If I could find my mouse, I would click on the outro page. You just showed up. Perfect. Goodbye, Faye. It was lovely seeing you. Thanks for popping in. See you, Nitro.